can now do.
Hey. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to episode 214 of Altadena Talks. Sorry I wasn't here on Friday. I did miss everybody. But I'm back. I am back.
The
What happened
fat
on Friday?
boys
How was
are
everything?
back,
How'd it
and
go
you
on
know
Friday,
they're
man?
gonna Friday.
Was it-
Well, we just announced all the announcements. We announced the announcements.
We announced all the announcements because
We
you
announced all
announced
the
that, right? Because you're an
events.
announcer. You announce.
Yeah, because you're plumb like that. No, I actually didn't get a chance to go to too many events because Sherry got inducted to her Thurgood Marshall first annual Hall of Fame ceremony, and that was good. They had three recipients, and it was a really good ceremony. It was cool. They did a ribbon cutting to celebrate the 100 years, and that went well. Our roving adoptive reporter, Rashad Porter the reporter, was that just came to me. He went up to the Brotherhood Crusade Dodger Turkey giveaway, and that went successful. There was a lot of people showed up, a lot of traffic, but they
Yeah,
handled
I
it.
heard there was a little traffic. Shoot, with what they were giving away, I'm sure everybody was trying to participate.
Yeah, I just hope that majority of the people from Altadena were able to participate
Of
because the
course.
last time there was a Dodger thing and everybody but Altadena people were in line. And that was the day after the first town hall that I attended to back in February. So,
All right.
yeah, that was a fiasco. But um, it's
Well,
getting better.
hopefully, that's what I was going to say. Hopefully, the more people do things, they learn about how to do them better. Because, I mean, nothing's ever going to be perfect, right? But it'd be cool as long as we actually try to get better and better. I want to back up real quick. I know you said you went to Sherry's Hall of Fame ceremony. And did I hear you right? That was their first ever Hall of Fame kind
Yes,
of event?
it was
What?
their first ever Hall of Fame. Audrey Green did a really good job, assistant principal at the school. She had the whole program. I kind of interrupted it a couple of times. But she said, "Don't worry about it. It's all included. I'm not going to miss anything." And she was right. She didn't miss anything. Sherry and her team went to the CIF in '83. They didn't win, but they got there to the
They got to the
championship.
championship? Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So her coach that was there with her, Coach Bodenshot, was there. Took a lot of pictures. I will probably show some of them during this week.
Nice.
And I'll be updating our website as well to show the events that we went to because even though that didn't have anything to do with Altadena, we always cover Altadena, Pasadena, and Sierra Madre because they were affected by the fire. And our podcast is mainly to provide resources to those who were affected by fire. So,
Plus, to be a little selfish, this is a podcast that we produce, so we can throw a few stories in there that are family related and connected primarily to us too. So it's it can be a dual approach.
right, just like we did with the
The turkey tussle.
Turkey Tussle Week. People that really either didn't go to our school or never really participated, they got a chance to see how we do it every year. We have at least 10 reunions every year, not 10, let's say 6. Starting with the class of 65. And remember, this is on every number. So class of 65, 75, 85, 95, 2005, 2015. That's usually 6. Sometimes we get one that's a 70-year reunion. So we like to share everything that goes on in Pasadena, and we love sharing that tradition because not a lot of people do not know about it. And we really need you to participate if you're a Pasadena resident, Altadena resident, because the turkey tussle is based on. This was the 78th year of it, and we always have this problem with having to buy enough tickets. We need to buy 5,000 tickets for both sides in order for us to continue to utilize the Rose Bowl. So I think we meet our quota every year, almost barely, and but we still meet it. So it just lives to be there for another year.
Yeah,
But
if anybody heard, one of the things we were trying to encourage people to do is even if you couldn't attend, we're asking that you still buy a ticket. There were people who actually didn't even go inside, I think like yourself.
Yeah, I bought 2 tickets and never went in. But
yeah, and just hung out at the tailgate. But I wonder how this is what's gonna happen now, since UCLA is, from what I understand, trying to find a new venue. I heard that the Rose Bowl is going to kind of reach out to them and kind of sue them and see what's going on. I don't know how true that story is, but I wonder how that's going to affect.
It actually is true. They did file a lawsuit.
Okay.
According to the news clippings that I've seen. And, you hear a lot of rumors. I'm going to say rumors because we don't know. One of them was they wanted to play in a dome. Well, Rose Bowl will never be a dome. It's always been open air. And Rose Bowl's take on it is that they've been fudging their attendance so that they can make it seem like they have too many people to come to the game. Whereas we know with any game, most people aren't going to go in the game. They're going to go to the tailgate. I mean, That's where I mostly spend my time. Even, when the Steelers come to town, I don't really go into the game. I go to the tailgate. It's actually more fun outside than it is inside. But yes, we didn't even do introductions. This is our 214th episode. I'm Brian Bacchus.
I am Jamal Smith. Our third co-host is in the green room right now. I think she'll pop on in a minute, but that is Miss Tony Bailey Rains. And I don't know, what were you going to say?
I think we should just go right into the
announcements.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, I modified them, and we got a few going on today. So let me jump into those. Here we go. Or no, let me remove the banners first. Bloop, bloop. All right, here we go. All right, everybody. So we're going to begin by discussing the Altadena Community Center, which is located at 730 East Altadena Drive in Altadena. This is designed for folks who are, kind of just beginning their journey through the recovery process, dealing with insurance and, some of those early stage things. FEMA's no longer at the facility, but if you need them, you can reach out directly. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30. And if you would like to know exactly which services are going to be at the office or at the community center the day you're going, just scan the QR code and you can actually get the information. The LA County One-Stop Permit Center is still at 464 West Woodbury Road, Suite 210 in Altadena. They have walk-in hours Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. They also have rebuild consultation appointments that are available for individuals as well as small groups. Those are on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., as well as Saturdays from 8 a.m. to noon. You can also have the Southern California Edison Planner appointments on Mondays and Wednesdays from 8 a.m. to noon. In order to actually schedule your appointment, you do have to go to recovery.laccounty.gov/rebuilding/1-stop-permit-centers. You just scroll all the way down to the bottom, you get to the Altadena section, there's a button for you to schedule. The county is waiving and refunding permit fees for homeowners who are rebuilding after the Eden and Palisades fire. Do you want to say something? Huh? Okay. Homeowners who've already paid their fees can have them refunded. Homeowners who have yet to pay their fees can have the fees waived. To qualify, though, you must demonstrate that you both owned and lived in your property prior to the 7th of January. In addition, your project has to be eligible. Now, eligible projects are standalone ADUs that are used for temporary occupancy during rebuilding, or, of course, a replacement single-family home that was destroyed by either fire, which also includes accessory structures like garages, ADUs, pools, etc. What's not eligible, though, are commercial, rental, multifamily, or temporary housing projects, in addition to those properties that were not damaged by the fire. Now, to actually get your waiver or your refund, you can scan the QR code on the screen, or you can go to recovery.lacounty.gov/fee-waivers-and-refunds. Once you get there, you can fill the form out online and you can actually save it and then attach it and send an email to recovery@planning.lacounty.gov, or you can print up a copy and walk it into one of the offices. Only one form is necessary to cover all the departments, so that's very nice. CalAssist Mortgage Fund is still providing grants. This is 3 months of mortgage payments up to a maximum of $20,000. These funds never have to be paid, and it's free to apply. If you do receive one of these grants, the money will be paid directly to your mortgage servicer and not to you directly. For eligibility requirements, your primary residence must have been destroyed or considered uninhabitable due to any qualified disaster that happened between the 1st of January 2023 and the 8th of January of 2025, which obviously includes the Palisades as well as the Eaton fires. You also must have owned and occupied your home up to 4 units on the property, as well as meet the combined income limits now of $211,000. Now, if you do apply, please be prepared to provide your mortgage statements, bank statements, utility bills, homeowners insurance, or FEMA claim, as well as your proof of income. Now, to actually apply, you would go to the website, calassistmortgagefund.org. And if you need help over the phone, you can call 800-501-0019, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And if you need some help in person, you have 2 locations you can go to. One is the One Stop Rebuilding Center at 1828 Sawtell Boulevard in LA. And the other is the Altadena Community Center, again at 730 East Altadena Drive in Altadena. Now, the in-person help is available Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And they are closed. Both are will be unavailable on weekends as well as holidays. Now, speaking of holidays, tomorrow is Veterans Day. In advance, we want to thank all those who served our country in the military. And there is going to be an event. It's called Veterans Day. Pasadena salutes our veterans. It's going to be tomorrow, November 11th, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Pasadena City Hall, which is located at 100 North Garfield Avenue. Seating begins at 10 a.m. and the program begins at 10:30. So please join the City of Pasadena and the Pasadena Veterans Day Committee as they celebrate veterans in this great city and pay special tribute to the homecoming of their 2D Battalion 23D Marines. There will be a Condor Squadron flyover at 11:11 a.m. and there'll be a special guest speaker, Justice Eileen C. Moore of the California Court of Appeals. And we have every Monday and Tuesday Harambe Freedom Store. This is for Eaton Fire survivors, and it is at Harambe, which is located at 1609 Navarro Avenue in Pasadena. It is by appointment only. And you scan the QR code to register, or you can go to tinyurl.com/Harambe Freedom Store. And this is every Monday and Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The Eaton Health Village, still providing free medical and mental health on clinics on Mondays and Wednesdays from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. It's located at 1280 East Washington Boulevard in Pasadena. They do accept walk-ins, but you can also call to schedule your appointment or ask questions. The telephone number is area code 951-595-7032. Each of these Mondays and Wednesdays, the primary services provided are medical consultations, medication refills, as well as mental health services and case management. Once a month, they also have vision and dental services. The LA County Department of Mental Health is providing Eat Fire free support classes where the subject matter is dealing with disaster, how to cope and thrive. These classes are going on now and they will continue through the 29th of November, except on Veterans Day and Thanksgiving Day. They're taking place at Loma Alta Park, which is located at 3330 North Lincoln Avenue in Altadena. There'll be Tuesdays from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. and then Thursdays and Saturdays beginning at 12 p.m. and ending at 1:30. If you would like more information, please contact Dr. Michelle Majors at area code 626-430-2930. The folks at Hollywood Food Coalition are continuing their community food distribution. The next one will actually be on Wednesday, November 12th. It's going to take place from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the main library parking lot, which is 600 East Mariposa Street. They do say that supplies are limited and first come, first serve. So if you're interested, please go on up there as early as possible. And they do ask that you bring your own extra bags. The LaundryTruckLA.com is still continuing their services. The next one will be tomorrow at Pasadena Sierra Madre YMCA, which is at 611 East Sierra Madre Boulevard in Sierra Madre. The drop-off time is from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. What you do is after dropping off, you come back in a couple hours and your clothes will be washed, dried, and folded for you. We'll talk about the other days that there are service later on in this week. The AAPC is providing their 6th annual Thankful Potluck, sharing food and sharing friendship. It's going to take place on Wednesday, the 12th at 6 p.m. It's going to be at the Collaboratory, which is at 540 West Woodbury Road. They're asking you to join for fun, food, and family. There'll be games, spoken word, and raffle prizes. They do ask that you scan the QR code to actually RSVP. Pasadena Village on the Go Expo is taking place this Thursday, the 13th of November from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. It'll be at Robinson Park Recreation Center, which is at 1081 North Fair Oaks Avenue in Pasadena. There'll be free resources, tech help, and demos. Excuse me. It's for those impacted by the Eden Fire and the community. Register and receive a free resource bag. You can scan the QR code for registration, or you can call 626-765-6037. There's the Dina Relief Drive. The main hub is at Pasadena Church, which is at 625 Sierra Madre Villa Avenue in Pasadena. This takes place every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And if you're interested in volunteering, please scan the QR code. There's a Thanksgiving food giveaway. Let's give a little joy to families and the community. They'll also be sharing a meal together. It's going to take place on Saturday, November 15th from 11 to 4 p.m. Located at Harambe, which is at 1609 Navarro Avenue in Pasadena. And it's put together by multiple community organizations. If you do have questions, you can reach out to projectpassioninc.com and you can scan the QR code for registration and information. That's the end. I added that so we all know where it ends, and I am back. Why am I the only one in here? Y'all joining me? Hello? Hello? Bueller? B, I'm back. Tony, you want to come on? Okay. Well, you're on the screen. We're back. We jamming.
Good morning.
Jamming. Good morning. How was your weekend?
How are you all?
Pretty
Happy
good.
Monday.
How are you? Likewise.
We're great. I am I logged in a little while ago. I heard you acknowledge that, but I'm in the background working, trying to get this luncheon finished. And then Brian called me on something, and so I was like, "Oh, let me text somebody right now." So
How are
yeah,
we looking on that? Because I didn't bring that up, obviously, because we're not taking registrations
really good.
anymore. But what's the update? Okay.
Looking really, really good. Just working it, trying to get it done. But it's everything is literally just falling in place. And it looks like we'll have some really good surprises for those in attendance.
Surprises are cool.
Yep, I'm not gonna mention them. But yes.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to this particular event. It's the first one we've done. Hopefully, hopefully it will not be our last, right? Maybe we'll make it annual for a couple years. But yeah, we really want to get back, and we're looking forward.
You just said we're gonna make it annual. Didn't nobody say that at all?
I said perhaps. I didn't say.
You're on mute, Brian.
As long as we're doing the show, why not do an event once a year?
Yeah, it will be about 3 or 4 years before people's houses come back. So I'm pretty sure.
Maybe for a couple of years in a row. It's an idea. Nobody said it's for sure.
Dinner, I know she's looking like, do you know how much work I've been putting into this?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just listening.
Right.
No, but your face is telling it all.
Telling it all.
Your face
I'm
is
not
saying.
She's like, I'm never doing this again.
Like I said.
No. So let me just phrase it like this. This was an idea. 2 months ago, I told you guys the Lord woke me up with this in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning. So because it
was before that, I think you came with this in like May, June after we. Because remember we were going to start.
It was a while back.
It definitely wasn't before I went on vacation in July. It was after I got back.
Yeah.
So it's either July or August. But either way, it was such a short amount of time versus you saying maybe we'll do it annually or something. That gives me a whole year. So that's a big difference, right? In trying to raise funds, because I've been raising funds for the last couple, months on this and doing decently. But to really do it, I'm echoing, huh?
Yeah, it's sounding weird to me.
I know, I just heard that.
Somebody has 2 things going.
I don't. Wait. Let me make sure. I'll be having 100 windows open, so I'm not positive.
No,
but I'm trying to I'm trying to look through all my open windows. I see one was here's another one. Hold on.
All you got really
and another one.
Go to your search and then to show you the speaker of whatever is talking at the top.
Do you still hear that?
Yeah.
That's weird because I just closed down that other browser altogether. Anyway,
it's funny. I don't hear it.
An entire year, it might be a possibility. So I'm not going to say no, but because we're not there yet, I'm like, y'all talking about maybe again next year. Let us get past this.
Trust me, that's why I choose my words carefully. I said maybe.
We just want you to have more work to do throughout the year since you be so bored. I mean, she good. You know me, I'm just trying to keep the peace.
Well, back to what I was saying about we are looking forward to this, and we hope it is a very good event. Hope folks come out and really enjoy the food. Food's going to be amazing. We got some folks that are going to actually cook up a storm, and shoot, I'm looking forward to it as well.
Sure. I'm looking forward to getting it going. We're going to have our resident Dodger DJ in the house. And,
exactly.
Y'all be able to go. Don't bother him too much about trying to take pictures with his 3 rings. But, I just trying to, Lanier's watching. He go like, man, make that announcement, man. So I'm trying to
No,
get
because he
that.
gonna probably come like.
Oh yeah, that's how I had him at the picnic.
Did he already
At
get the
the
third
At the
one?
alumni fair.
Oh, he
Or
got
did
the
they get it?
third one. I don't know if they
I
get
think
them
they get it
already.
next year, right?
Yeah, they get them on the presentation.
He
Yeah.
still got 3.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
He just
Right.
won't. He won't physically
on
have
pay.
it until they get it. That's awesome, man. I can't even believe it. I'm still blown away by that series. That was the best World Series I've seen in period.
Yeah, that bad boy came down to the wire.
Man.
Had people on pins and needles.
I mean, that's what you would. I mean, in my personal opinion, that's how a championship should be. Go all the
Right.
way to the last seconds or innings in this particular case, extra innings
Yeah, it's worthwhile
to decide it. Yep.
Blowouts be
those
like,
are-
okay,
those
we're
are
leaving.
ever.
Yeah, blowouts are not cool. I mean, of course you're happy if it's your team, but it's still kind of boring. It's like,
It is.
I mean, what fun is that? You want to be on your on the edge of your seat,
All the
screaming
fans.
at the
This one-
TV.
Was definitely not boring because game 3 was 18 innings and the longest ever, which superseded the one from 2018 where we went 18 innings in the 3rd game.
Mhm.
So the time made it longer. So history
Mhm.
there. We did a back-to-back, but the 3rd one in 5 years, and maybe have number 3 next year. We'll see. And then was it game 6 we went into extra innings that made us go to game 7, or game 7 was extra innings? I forgot. I know
Game 7
yeah,
was.
game 7 was extra. But even how in game 6, I think is where the guy hit the ball and it stopped right there at the fence or the wall.
Oh, it's
And
a
he
good
did
thing
like
he knew
this.
the rules.
Right. He knew the rules and he didn't touch it, and they made it a double instead of whatever else. And so it was, there were so many moments that were pull your hair out, but so good, right? And you're like,
That's what made it so good.
you know, and freaking out. This was by far probably one of the best worlds, or maybe the best ever, but one of the best ones I've ever seen.
Yeah,
And
our
Best I've
lifetime.
ever seen.
like Kike said, now it's time to talk that ish, because talking about, oh, are we a dynasty? You want to talk about dynasty 3 times in 5 years, back to back. So now it's time to talk that ish. And I love Kike, but it was
He
excellent.
was the one that put the tying run up, right? That home run.
Yep. So it's
Yeah,
it's
didn't get a hit all
in the real house.
season.
Yeah, Mookie had a
something
bad
like
off season in the beginning of it. Shohei, but when they needed it, Freeman, all of them, they came through.
The
Muncy
whole
didn't do
team.
like he did last year. Yeah, as far as home.
Remember that long game
But
at the end.
Everybody
that rookie
did
came
what
out.
was needed.
Klein. He
Oh
saved
yeah,
the
that's who
Yes.
should have got MVP.
game. Yeah.
He
And
did.
he didn't
He was
expect to
winning.
Oh
see
no,
any
Yamamoto
time.
did.
Yeah.
He didn't
Yeah.
expect to see any time.
Well,
Right.
Yamamoto got it because he had just thrown 100 and something pitches the day before, and they had to have him come in. So
Yeah.
his arm was spaghetti, and he
Yeah,
still
it
got
was
it out.
excellent.
He did the damn thing for sure.
So I know I jumped in a little late. What did you all, before the announcements, what did you all talk about? You were doing the recap. I heard you talking a little bit about Turkey Tussle and how we need to always sell 5,000 seats. I think that we need to, as our schools do, like if each side sells 2,500, even people sometimes will buy them and not go inside. And that's what I tell people. Even if you're out of state or you can't come, please buy a ticket to support, because if not, we know this is about the 10th or maybe 15th year that the Rose Bowl has threatened to end it, talking about, well, you're not selling enough, it costs a lot, da-da-da-da-da. But this is a 78-year tradition that, sorry, we're going to make it to 80. But
Right.
at least.
From 80
So-
to 90.
Right, 100. So I think it's something that we definitely have to do. Yeah, so if we can get that going or talk about it all year, that's fine.
So Marshall is celebrating their 100 years of existence with the changing of the name to Thurgood Marshall. We talked
Mhm.
about their first annual Hall of Fame. We also talked about the turkey giveaway up at Loma Alta and how successful that was.
Nightmare. That was a
but
nightmare.
we're not going to focus on the negative parts of it. We're just going to
We're going to
focus on the
encourage them
fact that
to
they-
improve
that
each
they-
time.
Yeah, and well, one of the things that they should have done And that's work with the city and the sheriffs to kind of have a one-way in and a one-way out. Because
well, besides that, they did not hire their own security or traffic control at all. So when I was up there, I had taken someone on a drive, came off of Wapello by our house, our lot, and I was like, I was going to go up Lake, right? And show them different houses. And I was like, why are all these cars lining Lake going up? Because, anybody knows anything about Lake Avenue, they're ditches, right? We would walk in the ditches to not get hit by cars when I was younger. They used to be 2 lanes up, 2 lanes down. Now they have it one up, one down.
Yeah, they merged it, yeah.
And so I was like, what are all these cars? So I keep going, and I'm like, it dawned on me by the time I got a block north at Concha, these cannot be the cars for the thing at Loma Alta Park. We are about to pass Farnsworth Park. These cannot be cars coming from that. But in fact, by the time I got to the top of Lake, where you would go Echo Mountain, I saw some folks and I was like, hi, good morning. I said, are you by chance in line for the Brotherhood Crusade turkey? They said, yes. And I was like, this is top of Lake from Lincoln. So then I asked him, I said, okay, you're Altadenian who lost your house or whatever. No, we're from LA. Y'all, I said,
yeah, they didn't have a distinction on their flyer. They did not.
But I said, have a good day, because I got pissed off. Because for you to have something in Altadena, and Danny and Junior and Christina, y'all live here, whatever. You have things all over Long Beach, LA, all of this. For you to do it in Altadena should have, in my opinion, I want everybody to be clear. This is Tony Bailey Rain's opinion, nothing else. That one in Altadena should have been for those that lost their entire town in the fire, the renters, the homeowners, all of that, and let them, because we have a town of 42,000, and I believe it's over 25,000 are now displaced and are still in that need of having groceries and all of that. So that really upset me. So I'm going down Loma Alta. Y'all, when I get to McNally, I'm like, oh my gosh, because Fair Oaks is next, right? There was nothing but absolute gridlock and cars blocking Fair Oaks. So I park in the middle and I get out and I start doing traffic control. And I was there for 15 minutes doing traffic control. So a sheriff comes down Loma Alta and I walk over to his car. I was like, can you help me with this traffic control? Like, put your lights on, get on the loudspeaker, something. Because what happened was, all the cars coming up Loma Alta, then they would turn, I don't know who had them go this way. They were turning up McNally, going all the way up to where Taos is to, come back down like Glen Rose. But then there were cars coming up Fair Oaks. And then there were cars that had come up Olive, turned right on Loma Alta because they were told they had to go get in the line on Loma Alta. Well, those people, by the time they got to Fair Oaks, they decided they were just going to cut because they had already come and cut in front of the Fair Oaks people and all the Loma Alta people. And so when I tell you guys it was chaos and a nightmare, I stood there for 15 minutes asking people, please go up Fair Oaks, turn around, make a line coming that way. One lady was like, you not the police, bitch. And I was like, okay, right? I said, but you're not getting in this next time.
They gotta
prepare
better.
And not getting in this line. So then the sheriff told me, our Altadena sheriff said, we just found out about this morning. I said, what? He said, so LA County, Parks and Recs, and Denny Bakewell, Brotherhood Crusade, did not notify Altadena sheriffs. They found out about it that morning and were asked, can you just kind of help monitor? And so there are some sheriffs that are assigned to LA County Parks and Recs, whole separate division, that had been called in to help. But they had their patrols cars parked down on Loma Alta across from the park. They weren't out telling people, hey, go this way, nothing. So you have people coming up Olive, trying to turn into the lane or going this way to Fair Oaks. Fair Oaks, when I say gridlock, I could only walk between the cars until I got people to open up a little, right? Then I went down Loma Alta. It was absolute chaos. So both LA County Parks and Recs and Brotherhood Crusades, if they do it again, needs to plan much better. And Brotherhood Crusades needs to have and hire security / parking control.
Yeah, they are doing it again on November 17th on Hoover Street. So,
but that ain't up here. right?
But that's
So
the
that
thing. The people from LA should have known to go to the one in LA.
they
That's
should
what
not
it
be
is.
coming out here, is my opinion. That again, my thoughts and my opinion on it, because I did see a couple people in the line that were Altadenians that were total loss, and they were like, "This is ridiculous." And my understanding is, people were lined up at 4:30 in the morning,
Mhm.
and the line that went all the way up La Malta to Lake, I tracked it down to Palm.
Mm.
And they had a sheriff right there, not letting anybody else in the line with their lights on. So from Palm and Lake all the way up around, going to McNally, up and around, coming down Glen Rose, the line continuing, and then people coming up Olive and people coming up off of Lincoln, off Altadena Drive because the bridge is out, and people coming up Fair Oaks as well. So when I say it was a cluster of cars,
Yeah.
I'll just say that. It was a cluster of cars, and it was a nightmare. And it went on until 1 p.m. And so, and literally, I had people tell me, "I'm here because I need to be in the first 500." Because I think had it just
They're
been a
giving
turkey,
away gift cards.
had
for
it
the
just
first
been a
500.
turkey and grocery giveaway from the start time to the end time, I think it would have been less people. But they also said the first 500 people get $250 gift cards. So it was well over 500 cars easily. So hopefully they do much better in the future with planning an event like this. And when you come into a community that lost basically the whole community, maybe you say, "We'd like to see IDs when you get there. We're going to check IDs, and it should be for this community," because probably 98% of the people or 99% of the people in that line came from the LA, general LA area, and they were not Altadenians. And that's tragic because so many of us or Altadenians have lost everything. In my opinion, the one that was at this park should have been for Altadenians. So yeah, that part was smooth, but getting to that part is where it was absolute chaos. And even the sheriffs from Altadena were like, "This is utterly ridiculous," and they did not do a good job with this. I was like, yeah. So hopefully this gets to Brotherhood Crusade, LA County Parks and Recs. I literally called Mika and told her, and she said, "Tony, in all fairness to them, I think because of the government shutdown and SNAP benefits being cut, people are desperate for the food and for the gift cards."
Right.
So that's what she said. So I'll just leave that there. I won't even comment on that.
Yeah, but overall, it looks like everyone was up in that area. It looks like it was organized. So
That's what I said. That part right there, yes, that's going into that upper lot at the park. But to get to that point, yeah, it was something. So that's my recap for the weekend where I was in Altadena and saw that. But I'm thankful that people were able to come and get some of their needs met through a turkey, through a gift card, and through some groceries.
right, because you know, with the way this government is going, I'm glad people are stepping up. I mean, this has been a unique situation because of the fact that the government is shut down, and now you see all these private people stepping up, which is
Great.
you know, profound.
Yeah, that part of it's great. And that's why I said that's great. But I happened to meet someone and didn't realize till he's in my car and I'm touring him all over Altadena that he's the CEO of a corporation that supported this and helped fund it. And he was texting like, "This is insane," some other people. So they may have gotten wind of that because he had told me his name. And then while I was driving, he talked about the org. And I was like, "Oh, are you part of that org?" And he laughed. He's like, "Yeah, I'm the CEO." I was like, "Okay." So I was like, "But I like that you didn't lead with that when we met." So that was cool. But I toured him all over Altadena, took him to the gardens. You know, we were talking about doing that barbecue. And I had said, well, we'll postpone it till spring or summer. And so he wants to help us with that. So we'll more details on that later when we do it late spring or early summer, because when I told him about the gardens and my dad being, the co-founder and the one who went to the county to get the lot, the land and all of that, he said, oh, we have to get that documented. And I said, it is. They just did an oral history. And he was like, good. I want Altadena Heritage to have it. But then we need to do something to commemorate and honor your dad, maybe like a barbecue. And I was like, oh, wow, we were going to have one, but we're going to postpone it. So he said, let's start talking about that and get that done. And we're going to help you put that on. So that will be really good, that we can work on that next year. So we will see about this as an annual thing, but definitely our barbecue is going to happen maybe in another 6 months. And so I will be continuing this, getting people, who will participate in that in the next few months. That will be our next event. So that we partner with the garden when they reopen and do the barbecue at that time.
Cool beans.
You guys, you know how I always bake and cook, right?
You sound like it.
Let me chew this so you don't have anything to say. Let me chew this so you don't have anything to say. So this right here, I made some shortbread, pistachio, cranberry cookies the other day.
So you made some baklava?
Some what?
Some baklava? That's what you made?
No. These are shortbread, not that phyllo dough, but it has pistachios and cranberries. And I tell y'all, I love shortbread. Those cookies are so good. I would normally use pecans. That's my preferred nut. But I do like pistachios. So I went to Sprouts and got some. And when I say those cookies are so good, I was like, oh, now I got another one into my repertoire. But I have to be careful because I'm allergic to cashews, although I'll eat them. But I'll eat them. And then when I start
the torture, huh?
well, when I start to feel like, okay, I can't hardly, I won't say I can't hardly breathe, but I'm starting to wheeze or cough a lot. I notice and I go, okay, no more cashews. But I'll get a handful, more than a handful, that or sunflower seeds. I'm going to be like, but I don't even have an EpiPen, but I kind of know how to control it and go, okay, you had a handful. That's enough.
Does Benadryl help?
You know what? I use Claritin, the ready tabs that go on your tongue and dissolve. Because stuff that I'm allergic to, like grass, if I sit in grass or whatever, in a few minutes, my eyes are huge, puffy, and closed. I literally can't see. And so, yes, I will do things that are like, but yes, Brian, why put myself through the torture? Because there's certain things that I love and I'm like, oh, I'm going to have that. I'm going to have it anyway.
I can't drink milk or eat any dairy, and I don't attempt to because I already know I'm going to be dead for 3 days.
Yeah.
Except for pizza. You mess
because pizza and macaroni and cheese I can eat for some reason. I guess cooked cheese is okay, but eggs do it, even though I love eggs. I eat ice cream, but the ice cream got 3 ingredients. That's it. It can't be that ice cream with all that monosodium,
all
what's it called?
Preservatives and craziness.
Because this body been alone for 59. Well, I ain't 59 yet. 58 years. Almost 59. So I got to see if it can go back. I'm about to do the, the Taco Bell 59, 79, 99 plan. And find out how long I can preserve this temple of doom.
Doom, come on now. Do we have a guest tomorrow, Tony?
No, not right now.
No, it's Veterans Day.
It is.
We'll give a shout out to you and all the other veterans out there.
And you know what? I got to figure out where I'm going to eat. I just got I can eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner free tomorrow. And a lot now have extended it beyond Veterans Day, and they do Veterans Month as long as we show our ID card. But in my email earlier, I had something come in from Benihana's, and I need to look and see if they're doing free, because if they are, I'm going to tell y'all either lunch or dinner, I will be at Benihana's tomorrow. Mm-hmm. That's for sure. I know you guys like Tokyo Wako and Shogun, but I like Benihana's.
I'm not a Shogun fan. They have been in the on the health department's list forever.
Too much.
It was like that commercial About I told you about last night, Jamal, where
Yeah.
the Toyota commercial where
Like,
the
oh yeah, let me see if I can
guys,
look at
the
that.
two guys go to this restaurant and it had an A rating, and right when he was about to take a bite of his hot dog, they changed it to a C rating, and the other guy slapped the hot dog out of his hand and they drove to another spot. That was the funniest thing I ever seen on the commercial. I was like, yeah, nah,
Oh.
they ain't trying to do all that.
I will be there tomorrow. I just found the email. It says Tuesday, November 11th, veterans receive a complimentary entree up to $59. This Veterans Day,
That's
we
the
honor.
whole meal.
Hello, that's what I said. Oh, I will be there.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing it for two people. Then
You know what? I need to have my daddy go. I'm gonna have to tell my mama we're going to Benihana's tomorrow, y'all. It's
that way y'all
dining.
get your mama get a free meal because you and your daddy can split what they get.
Her and my dad will split theirs, and I'll get mine. We all gonna eat tomorrow at Benihana's.
That's
You
right.
better make a reservation though. So there's probably
No,
a whole
it
bunch
says-
of fools making reservations.
No, it says offer valid Tuesday for dine-in only. Applicable for guests with proofs of military or veteran ID status. Valid on entrees up to $59. Toward food purchase only, no alcohol. One per person, one-time use. So I could use mine. Daddy could use his. Him and Mama gonna split and still take some food home. So, and I could take somebody because I would either split or eat partial and bring some home. And it says cannot be combined with any other offer or promotion, including happy hour. So usually Benihana's is not on our list, but lots of other places you can go in. I've eaten at, you name it, like every year. So I usually go get something for breakfast, maybe from Panera or somewhere. They always do Dunkin' Donuts, all these different ones. Then I try a lunch and a dinner. So tomorrow for certain, I'm eating at Benihana's. And I'm gonna tell my mom too, so she could bring my dad. We could all hang out at Benihana's tomorrow.
Make that RSVP.
And have
They
some,
don't play.
huh?
They're RSVP right now. They don't play.
So there's a lot of spots actually that are offering free meals. In addition to that, I'm gonna provide the
Yeah.
list on the page, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. But it's Applebee's, Another Broken Egg, Benihana's, BJ's, Bombshell
Everywhere.
Restaurant, Bonefish, Buca de Beppo, Buffalo Cafe, Buffalo Wild Wings, CPK, Kariba.
That's what I said. Every year I eat.
Look at that, Chipotle,
All day,
Denny's,
pretty much.
Cracker Barrel.
That's what I do for my birthday. I go to Nothing Bundt Cake, get a cake. You know, they got 33. I had a list of 33
In and out,
places where
too.
you can go.
You know what though? The Arcadia one doesn't even have it. Benihana's. What is the problem? Anaheim, Burlingame, Carlsbad, Concord, Cupertino, Encino, Newport Beach, Ontario, San Diego, Puente Hills, San Francisco, San Mateo, Santa Monica, Temecula, Torrance. So maybe because they're independently owned, it's only certain ones. But
Yard House. They're doing
I
it.
might do. Yard House has it too tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, see, I can go one place for lunch, one place for dinner.
Well, it looks like Yard House is a free complimentary appetizer. It's not the full meal,
Oh yeah. Okay.
but they all have
I'm call
specific
Arcadia and ask
details.
them.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I'm
cool.
gonna call Arcadia and ask them, are you guys doing it?
So, yeah, that's awesome. So we'll give all the veterans a shout out mañana, and do some announcements and have. I think there'll be a few more announcements too, because as the week goes through or progresses, there's always new stuff that we find that's sent to us and all that good stuff.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone who is in support of the luncheon, everyone who has donated. We've had some personal sponsorships at $100, $200, $300, $1,000. So thank you, because this is going right back to the community, including some of the surprise giveaways that we're having. And then I had no idea that my church was going to put a QR code up and put on our VBC website that people could volunteer. And so I had, because I had told them, I said, if anything, I need volunteers. But they put it up during both services. And so I got some more. So I have 14 volunteers right now. If anybody wants to volunteer still, you can. There are some young people from Charles Drew University that wanted to volunteer. So I have one and another young lady who's in med school. I think this is her 3rd year down in Irvine. So a lot of people, or more people now this weekend have. So even with 14 plus the chefs, and they'll probably bring a couple people, I will probably have around 20 volunteers, which is great on that day. So super excited. Things are really shaping up, and looking forward to just serving our
community.
Oh, thank you, family.
Yeah. I was going to rap about that afterwards in the background.
Yeah, that's why I just acknowledge the text and say thank you, because that would be absolutely perfect. So yes, thank you. And we can get you our EIN, all that stuff if they say yes. Anywho, those that are
on our website at the bottom
that are contributing in any way, shape, or form. If you want to volunteer, there's still time. I'll send out volunteer emails later this week about attire, times to be there, all of that. And so I just want to say thank you so much for considering and being willing to participate and serve our community as we are doing on that day. So I don't have anything else. I know you're ready for this hour. Say what she said.
No, I'm good. We're just under an hour. Keep it short and sweet today.
Yeah, and I can tell you our guests coming up. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna look at the producer line sheet. I know I just opened another window because I'm sure I have it somewhere
on Thursday.
But tomorrow, as of now, there's nobody. I could get somebody later today, and if so, I'll fill that in. But
I don't think you should do it for tomorrow. That should be a day.
Or if you do, get a veteran from the community.
All right.
Well, we got one from the community. She's
I know,
a co-host on the show.
I know. Tony shared her story quite a bit, and I mean, she can always do so, but it'd be kind of cool to hear from someone else as well. That's a veteran that
I'll see if I can.
Lost her house. Yeah.
Wow.
And
we
then,
have a watcher all the way up from Upper Marlboro, Maryland.
Yay! Hello, welcome.
Yeah, family from out that way.
So Erica Alexis, the lady builder, will be on with us on Cooper Collier. Because I have a friend that lives in Maryland, and her last name is Cooper, but she wouldn't be under Collier. That might be a first name, but her last name is. So the lady builder will be on with us on Thursday. Next Tuesday, we have a real treat. We will have Alfred Hammond, who's a photographer. Does amazing photography. He was gone overseas to Paris and Sweden and just got back and was like, Tony, I'm ready to come on. I want to share some of this. So super excited about him next week on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, we will be having another builder come on with us. Real Text Builders, I believe is the name of them. But that I'm going to have on the show. So we definitely have more builders coming on to talk to you all and give some. Oh, you know what I did want to say about that? Does everybody know about, and I don't know if this was part of your announcements, Jamal, because I was in the background talking with Brian and working on some stuff. But when it comes to the prefabs, the one that was just put up in Altadena, over there on like Lincoln and Altadena Drive, was that part of the announcements?
No.
Okay, because it opened up on Saturday. And guess who told me they went on Friday? Can you see how happy I am?
Oh, you did?
My parents.
You did. Oh, really?
My parents.
Oh,
and so she said, me and your dad went. They're really nice. And those prefabs are something to look into. I was like, girl, I've been telling you for months about prefab and this and that. But it's okay because we're at 10 months. And if Friday for them at 10 months, they're ready to start thinking about and going to look at something, I'm good. My thing is, because I done told them, oh, you're going to rebuild. And they're like, we're not rebuilding. Yes, you are. So if now, there it is. Thank you, Jamal. So now if this,
I shared it to the group. I didn't make an announcement.
If this gives people the opportunity to look at it and say, oh, rebuilding might be doable with the prefabs, right? And there's all kind of designs that you can do, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. Not saying that they're going with this, But the fact that they even went and looked at them and said, oh, prefab might be a nice option, or whatever, I'm super happy about that. So I'm glad that these Hope Has an Address Altadena Prefab Showcase is helping people. That's what this is about for us, helping people, helping them see that there's alternatives to their building and there's affordability. And so I was happy that they at least went and checked that out. So that is an option as well, you all, if you want to go and see. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, they're showing it until November 30th, and then they'll start back up. Well, actually, I think that's the last day that you can go check it out.
Yeah,
Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, all the way up to November 30th. So you got about 20 days, 3 weeks.
Well, and my thing was, and I think I've said this several times, especially for, I will say, the elder community. I'm not calling people elderly. And technically now I'm in the elder community because I'm 60, right? So
remember, we're junior seniors.
Right. Right. I'm not a senior, but I'm in the elder community. So the fact is, our thoughts and what we know is totally different from today, right? It's totally different from my kids in their 20s or 30s or those in their teens that are saying 6, 7 and all this stuff and clock it and all this foolishness. And I'd be like, Lord, what's next, right? Because for us it's foolishness, for them it's not. It's their life. But that's just like when we were young and going over stuff, right? And our parents were like,
my mom said rap will never last. And now.
Oh, yeah, I heard that too. Shoot, the news media said the same thing. It's just a fad.
Yeah, but fads stay for longer. Heck, a fad was us saying, oh, that's dope. We still say dope.
Yeah.
And some of the younger kids.
I still say bunk.
Right.
You're the only one that says bunk, bro.
Right.
No, I'm not. No. Yeah, until I say it and then somebody else starts using it. I could retrend the thing.
But that's just like the children saying, I say children because for us, they're all our children, right? Regardless of the ages. But them saying, bruh. And when you talk to me, I remember when my son first said that to me. I looked at him this few years ago. I said, who are you talking to? Right. And I didn't say it like that because there was another word in there. But I was like, who you think you're talking to? Bruh. Do I look like a bruh? I'm your mother. And so he had to hear all of that. And I said, you better not ever call me bruh again. But it's just a way they communicate, right?
Oh,
and
of
that's
course.
And
they say that to each other. My daughters call each other bruh.
Exactly.
Like, bruh, come on. Like, really?
Exactly. Which
but I get it now. I don't even trip off of it anymore. I'm used to it now.
Right. I'm used to it when they're calling them that. I will not allow my children to call me bruh. I don't care which girls, boys, nothing. And it's not about them calling me a man. It's that slang, and it's almost like a question, like, bruh, are you serious? Like, are you serious? But
that's like calling your mom by her first name when you're under 21.
Right.
And I don't ever call
once you're an adult, like I call my mama Jackie Bailey, right? Sometimes.
Yeah, we
would you say the first and last name though? I know some folks that just call them by their first name. And it's like that. That ain't right.
Yeah, no, I always say Jackie Bailey. And every now and then I'll call Daddy Al Bailey. Because I had to tell him something the other day when I was over there, and he was like, sometimes I was like, hey, like pipe down, because no, that ain't necessary, but I will call my mother, yes. But that's how I always grew up. People even today go, hey, Tony Bailey, like my name is all one.
Well, that's a Dina thing.
Exactly.
Because there was a lot of Tonys, a lot of Jamals, a lot of Brians, so you always said the whole name.
You got to clarify.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, it'd be like, which one?
Yeah, pretty much.
Tony who? Brian who?
That's
Marcus.
True.
Marcus.
A lot of Jason.
Can I get any darker?
Eric.
Whole lot of Erics.
Right.
I have a brother named Eric. So yes.
A lot of Marvins.
And you know what's crazy is my brother's name was Eric Bailey, the one that passed away. And there's another Eric Bailey that I think grew up in the Manor. And people would always go, oh, you're Eric Bailey's sister? I was like, what Eric Bailey are you talking about?
Right. Now you gotta clarify. Like me, my name was unique.
Probably not the Eric Bailey you're thinking about, right? And they were like, "Oh, okay." And I would say, and they would go, "Oh no, not him." And I've never met that other Eric Bailey. And then my dad's name is Alex Bailey, and he passed away a few years ago. But there was another couple in Altadena, and the husband's name was Al Bailey. So I would always have to say, on my pillow versus wherever they live. So yeah.
Well, I didn't know that there were two Al Blades. Alan Blades is the son of Gil Blades, and Alvin Blades is Gil Blades' brother.
Oh,
so
wow.
I met them because when my boy was flying out here, he said, "Yeah, man, I'm about to go hook up with my cousin Al Blades," because they both go by Al. They don't say the whole name. So I said, "I know Al." And then when he got up there, I said, "I don't know this Al." I said, "Who are you?" And he goes, "I'm Gil's brother." I said, "Oh, that's why I don't know you."
So you're Al Blades' uncle.
Yeah. Al Blades' uncle. That sounds so funny.
That's funny.
Because I started saying Al Lynn Blades. I said, "Oh, he got the cane. You know, he be crip walking with the cane." So when I saw Al Lynn Blades, I said, "I've never met you before." He said, "Yes, you have. You met me at Victory Park like 20 years ago." And I go, "Oh, you was up there with Gil." "Oh, okay, I get it now." So yeah, but there's a lot of people like Doug Galindo. I went to school with Doug Galindo. He has 5 brothers, and all of them are named Doug.
That's like a George Foreman. That dumb stuff. Yeah.
Like,
what is wrong with
That's
y'all?
tough.
So what do you call me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come here. 3. Come here. Like,
you know what I'm saying? I'm
this
never
is dumb. That's dumb. Wait. Let me rephrase it because I'm trying to be more mindful about what I say. In my opinion, that's dumb. And in my brain, that would not have happened. I don't want to be offensive to anyone. So that's why I said in my opinion. Because for whatever reason they chose to do that, obviously was not dumb to them. So I don't want to say something that comes out negative.
The minute you walk in the house and say, "Hey, Doug," and all of them go, "Hi." You know? You be like, "Hey, slow down. This is in, what's this? It's in reverb. Stop playing with me."
That's great.
Yeah.
My father was going to name me Roger, right? But then he said, I had to think about that one because when you do stupid stuff, I don't want her to be calling me with that tone. And I thought about that when I named my son. His name is Jordan Bryan. His name is not Brian. And I thought about the same thing. He said, if this dude do something and she's screaming for him, I don't want to have to hear it.
Right.
I need my name to be unique till you mad at me about it. Not me catching the wrath for him.
Yeah.
Well, we have reached the 1 hour mark, and normally we quit at this time.
We will say toodles. We're trying to tighten up ship and not go over an hour and a half, 2 hours just for nothing. Yeah,
we might be cutting y'all down to 45 minutes on the regulars.
Hello. Oh, when they come on.
You're right.
The guests. You're right.
Then we ask them, I'm sorry, you got 30 minutes? Okay, sold. Okay, we don't have you on 30 minutes.
Well,
because we know we feel that most people can only put up about an hour's worth of putting up with us. So
yeah, about 40 minutes, and then we could do announcements and be done. Because you're right. But what I do want to say is, you guys know I always, even if I travel, I check weather in cities and this and that. We have an Arctic storm that's coming down Thursday and Friday. We have 80 and 60% chances. I'm now the weather person of rain, and it's only going to be in the upper 60s. So for those of you that like the cold weather, you will get that Thursday, Friday. It's going to be like 68 and 67. So I will be out enjoying this 90 degrees today, because then it's going to start getting cold. And you know, under 70 is cold to me. So for Thursday and Friday, I'm quite sure I will have my fireplace going. So I got to go out and get some wood today, because I will not be cold this week. So enjoy your wonderful sunny hot day today, because a cool front is coming. Not a cool front.
Well, all that stuff that everybody donated to me in January, guess what?
You get to
wear it now. No, that's right.
Yeah, it looks like winter's trying to come in, because even on next week, I understand it's only supposed to be in the upper 60s. So all of you that love the cold weather, here y'all go.
I don't love it, but I'll dress for it.
I'll just turn my heater up for it, or put my fireplace on, or both of them at the same time.
Like Cooper said, it was 45 degrees here this morning in
in Maryland. Oh
yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
I talked to Ricky, and he was saying it was crazy in Virginia, crazy cold already. I'm cool.
And it
without all that.
snowed in Ohio. I have cousins in I
Mhm.
think Cleveland or Cincinnati somewhere, and he put something on Facebook about, well, our first snow something. I was like, what are you talking about? Like it snowed already? He was like, yeah, our first one. This is
Yeah.
just November, y'all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Normally in
90 out here.
Ohio, it's
That
November,
Midwest is
April.
something.
They don't even have spring. They have winter and winter too.
Yeah, the year I was out there, it snowed through April. It snowed
my
on my
God.
birthday.
Man, I was there 2014 at the end of March, and it was so cold that if you tried to smoke a cigarette outside, and it was like how Cedric the Entertainer was doing that thing where he said, "Man, it'd be cold out here. You hit 2 hits and you run it back in the building." The lake was still frozen over. I was flying over it to land. I was like, "Wow, look at that."
Mhm.
Not
That's
okay.
the reason why I moved away from here. I couldn't do it.
No doubt.
All right. Well, we're gonna start talking and keep going, and we just said we're gonna stop because it's an hour. So really, everybody have a wonderful day and toodles. And that was my fault because I started talking about the weather, so I apologize for that.
Have a great Monday, everybody.
Well, you know how
Tune
we
in
are.
mañana.
We try to pop the comments up that people are saying. You keep talking, we keep talking. So, Cooper, you came on late, so we ain't gonna keep talking this time. But if you tune in tomorrow, we'll post up all your comments. That's how we do it. So, thank you very much for everyone that participated. And Jamal's gonna hit the button.
Peace out, y'all. Till tomorrow.